Hey Bees, I'm Marie from Humblebee and Me, and welcome to September. So with today's video, we're just going to dive, head first into fall, and we're going to make a pumpkin spice lip balm. I've been making pumpkin spice stuff all day. So this is my latest creation. This is pumpkin spice lip gloss. Watch for the recipe for this on the blog in the next couple weeks. It smells so good, and it's just, love it. Anyways, this pumpkin spice lip balm is really easy to make. The star ingredient is pumpkin oil, which is bright orange. So it gives the final lip balms this really lovely, warm, sort of slightly orange hue, but don't worry, it won't turn your lips orange. To the pumpkin oil, we'll be adding cocoa butter, coconut oil, and beeswax to thicken it up. And then for a little bit of the pumpkin spice note, we're going to be adding vanilla-y benzoin and some cinnamon and some clove essential oils for that warm pumpkin spice that we all really love. You can round off the lip balm with a little bit of gold, copper, or bronze mica to add a hint of a fall shimmer if you want to, but that's totally optional. And really that's it. It's weigh, melt, stir, and pour. And you're done. So come on, let's get started. We'll dive right in by combining our oils and waxes in a heat-resistant glass measuring cup. So here we have 8 grams of beeswax, and you can see this is the lovely unrefined golden stuff that still smells like honey. And we have 6 grams of cocoa butter, 10 grams of virgin coconut oil, and 16 grams of pumpkin oil. Now you can get pumpkin oil that's green, and you can get pumpkin oil that's orange. Obviously I've got the orange stuff, and I would recommend looking for the orange variety so that we get the right color for the lip balm. Make sure you check with your supplier to make sure you've got the right color. And then we'll add 2 grams of vitamin E oil, and so vitamin E is an antioxidant, and it will help extend the shelf life of our lip balm by delaying oxidization or rancidity. So now we're going to put the heat-resistant measuring cup in this little saucepan, and I've got about 1 inch or 3 centimeters of water in here. And I'm going to take this over to the stove top and put it on about medium heat, just to let everything melt through. It'll heat up the water and melt everything without a risk of scorching it. And that'll probably take 20 to 30 minutes. That'll usually depend on the size of your chunks of beeswax, and this one here is pretty big, so it'll probably take closer to 30 minutes. So about half an hour, all of our oils and wax have melted through, so we can take the measuring cup out of the hot water bath and set that aside. Dry off the measuring cup. And now we're ready to add our essential oils. So here I've got benzoin, cinnamon, and clove. So cinnamon and clove can be pretty irritating if used in high concentration. So we're going to be using mostly benzoin and then just a little bit of the cinnamon and the clove. So we're going to add sort of 2 blobs of the benzoin. It's very viscous and quite slow moving, so it doesn't really measure in drops as much as blobs. But it's also not very potent, so if we accidentally use a little more than we meant to, that's okay. All right, you can see how viscous it is. It helps to turn the bottle a little bit to sort of direct the blob flow back into the bottle. Give that a stir. And then we're going to add 4 drops of cinnamon bark essential oil. And 2 drops of clove. And this is clove bud. Give that a stir. We can set these aside. And this part is totally optional, but I'm going to add a bit of gold mica because I love mica. So this is 1/8 of a teaspoon. And now we'll grab our tubes because we're just about ready to pour already. So here I have 9 standard sized lip balm tubes. And I like to line them all up really close together so that when I'm pouring, if I sort of happen to spill, I'm a lot more likely to just spill into the next tube rather than spill all over the countertop. Though I usually do a little bit of that too, and that's not really, not that big of a deal. All right, let's rock and roll. And now we'll just let those set up. So it's been about half an hour and our lip balm is all set up, as you can see, and it smells mighty fine. So let's cap everything. And then we will give everything just a quick dry off with some paper towel so they aren't all greasy. All right, and we're done. There's your pumpkin spice lip balm. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe and check the description box below for links to everything I used in this recipe and the full written recipe with all the amounts in metric and imperial. I will see you next time.